everyone, and welcome back to my channel. If you are new, thank you so much for joining me. Today I'm going to be doing my Bujo spread for my faith journaling planner for this week. But I wanted to go over my last journaling entries in my Bible journal, I guess. So this was from the week of February 2nd through the 8th. I didn't do the past 2 weeks because that's when we had a storm. One Sunday, the next Sunday, we had an ice storm, and then we were back in church. We did have the church service the day of the ice storm, but I couldn't get out the entrance because one of the huge tree limbs in the beginning of my complex fell. So it was crazy. So I wasn't able to go to that service. But let's just talk about the last service, because he was talking about my pastor was going into the love series, of course, for the month of February, and it was a series called Love That Lasts. And the topic for this particular Sunday was the right foundation. And I have noted falling in love is easy. All it takes is a pulse. Staying in love is hard. It takes a plan. The key to staying in love is not about finding the right person. It's finding the right person who will continue to work on themselves while you work on you. And God must be our first priority, then our spouse, like Matthew 22:37-40 says, and he said to them, you shall love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, with all your mind. This is the great and first commandment, and a second is like it. You shall love your neighbors as yourself. On these two commandments depend all the law and the prophets. And then we attract what we are, not what we want. That was good. Both parties need a secure relationship with God. And then the scripture reading, I put Matthew 19:4-9. I just put a snippet about what it was talking about. And this is where Jesus talks about marriage, how once you're married, the husband should leave his father and mother, hold fast to his wife. The two shall become one flesh, and what God has joined together, let no man separate. And then he talked about the terms of divorce, if there is sexual immorality and things like that. For gratitude, I put, I'm grateful that I'm making my way back to where I was and growing further spiritually. I'm grateful for my church family who continues to encourage me and be patient with me while I'm maneuvering through life. Then I put marriage should be two working together. And then for my reflection, I put reflecting on this message from Sunday. Pastor Ken said we are far more sexually compatible with people than relationally. We are far more sexually compatible with people than relationally. And that hit me, even though it's common sense when you think about it. But let me just finish what I was saying. And that's why adding sex to a relationship before marriage is dangerous. That statement seems so obvious, but I felt that so strongly when he said it. Sex fogs your mind and it disrupts your feelings. It will make you think you found the right one. Meanwhile, all kinds of red flags, bells and whistles are going off, right? It does cloud your mind. It like seeps right into your emotional mindset, and it just destroys things. And my memory verse was Colossians 2:9-10. For in him the whole fullness of deity dwells bodily, and you have been filled in him, who is the head of all rule and authority. And basically it's like saying God completes us. You don't get married to be completed by somebody else. God is already doing that in us. So yeah, and then this is the spread that I'm going to use this week. So, oh yeah, let me leave that here because I'm a week ahead. So we'll start off on this one. Yeah, that's so true. And oh, I wanted to show you guys a book cover I got because I got a new Bible. I've had my other Bible, my King James, for, oh my gosh, You guys, I can't even tell you how long I've had that Bible. But I wanted to get another Bible, and I was going to get another King James, because that's my favorite. Excuse me. That's my favorite. But this time I got the ESV. Sorry, I had to get water. I got the ESV version, so I wanted to get another book cover, because the one I had before was The Purpose-Driven Life. So I got this one on Amazon. It says, God is within her. She will not fail. Psalm 46:5. And I love this book cover so much. There's a zipper pocket here where you can put stuff. And let's open it up. And then there's another pocket here. This is where I keep my little notepad. You've got pens and another pouch here. And then you can slide your Bible in like I did, even though this Bible seems super small for this book cover. And then you have this back side, and then they give you some ribbons and then another pen holder. And I love this. If I remember to do it, I'll link it in my description just in case you want to grab one. I just love the color of it. There's other colors too, but I love the color of it. I just love this cover. So I was so excited when I got it. All right, so we're in another week, and I'm going to use Live.Love.Posh's Jewel Tone Blooms. And I thought I had it open, but I guess not. All right, I guess we're going to use this one. We're going to use this. We got some decorative boxes, some regular boxes. We got some washi. And we have these other boxes too, if I can get to the page. Oh no, these are those. I thought there was other boxes too. No? Okay. Well, this one came with 3 pages of florals, that's why. Alright. So we have those, and then I have my girls that I usually add to that. So I think I'm going to use this one, God's Girl. And I think this one. So we have those. This is from LavishLuxeDigital, LavishLux or something like that. I'll have that in the description as well, because I use these all the time. But I got that from Etsy. Those are printable downloads. And then I got my variety of Happy Planner stuff. I've already tagged some of the pages that I'm going to use. Again, I will list all of the Happy Planner face sticker books that I have in the description, because I use different ones every week. And I just list them all. They're always listed in the description. I don't know if you could find them, if they're available anywhere, but I always try to make a note of them. When I do my videos. So I think I'm going to bring this to the edge. I don't know if I usually do that or not, but it's hard to do though, because I don't know, that went perfectly to the edge. Okay, cool. So you guys know I've been talking about signing back up to start teaching a class. I've been saying it. I reached out to my pastor that does that part of the growth track. That's what we call it, the growth track team. And I don't know if I told you guys the whole story, but not the whole story, but when I reached back out to him at the end of my fast and basically apologized for leaving my post and, you know, just not doing what I was supposed to do and things like that. And I, told him if he would have me back, I would be more than happy to join the team again. So I told him, I texted him, I said, this is Ramika. I said, I'm not sure if you had, at the end of my message, I was like, oh, this is Ramika. I'm not sure if, oh, this is going to rip. I got to leave it. It's going to be crooked. It's so crooked. I said, well, let me do it this way. Just a little better. I said, this is Ramika. I said, I'm not sure if you still had my number in your phone. Because I didn't say who I was at first. And he texted me back. He said, of course I know who this is. He was like, I never took your number out of my phone. And he was like, I'm so happy to hear that you're ready to come back and start teaching. And so I met with one of the elders, Elder Danielle, and we clicked immediately. Like, she's such a great, like, person or whatever. And we just talked and talked. And I was sharing with her, like, the things I have been going through since COVID. And she was like, I heard such great things about you. And she was like, and, it really doesn't do justice because you're like a great person. She was like, I can tell. And we just hit it off. It was such a great meeting. So last Sunday, because they revamped it and they're doing different things now, so she wanted me, because we have the growth track is 3 parts. The first part is you go to the members class and talk about the church, the mission statement, what we're about, things like that. You get to meet Pastor Ken. He comes in there and he talks about the church, sees if anybody has questions or whatever. And that's that part. The second step, that's the first step. Second step is what I will be teaching is going over your purpose, what you're passionate about, and then they do a quiz to see where, what would be the best fit for them. And then step 3 is where all of the team leads for, like, maybe parking ministry, greeters, film and editing or the production or whatever, praise and worship, they're the team leads. They come and you get everybody gets to meet them, learn more about what, I think I'm going to do it this way and have the florals come from that side and learn more about it, which is a part that we didn't have before. When we did the second step, which after I taught, we did the quiz or whatever, what Pastor Frank would do, who's like the lead, the pastor of the growth track, he would reach out. So say if you did the quiz, when I was teaching it, when you did the quiz and say, you would be best fit working with the children and the youth ministry. What he would do is he would contact Pastor David, who was the pastor of the youth ministry, and set something up, and then you would shadow with him for a couple of times and see if you like it. And if you didn't like it, then you could try something else. That's how they would do it. Now they have it where they come to the orientation with the people that are signing up, and then they get to talk with them and share more about what they do, which I think is such a great idea. Like, So that's a good thing. So there's been some changes, and so she was like, because of the changes, she wanted me to sit in to the steps of the growth track, so I will be more familiar about the process. So I said, okay. So that's what I did this past Sunday. They did the new members, so they do it once a month. The first Sunday of the month is the new members. The second Sunday is that's step 1. Step 2 is the second Sunday. Step 3 is the third Sunday. So I, like I said, would be teaching step 2. So it will be the second Sunday. So I sat in with that class for the new members last Sunday. This Sunday I'll be sitting in with the step 2, which is where I would be teaching. So I'm just going to sit in that class, get a refresher. She's going to give me the training booklet, which we did not have before either, which I was so insecure about, because I would always ask Pastor Frank, like, you know, is there anything more I need to be saying, or am I missing something? And he goes, no, you're good. And I was like, always felt like I need like an instructional booklet or something, like to just make sure I'm hitting all the points. But he would sit in sometimes and he'd be like, no, you did great. So there's that. But so that's good. They have that now. So she's going to give that to me next Sunday. I get my Dream Team shirt. And she was talking about, because the funny thing is, I am not somebody who dresses up. I do not dress up. I do not like dressing up at all. I do not like it. I am not a girly girl by any means necessary. Like, that is just not me. But when I was teaching that class before, I would try to dress up. I hated it though. Because I was, I felt like I was representing the church and stuff and whatever like that. So I was thinking about that when I was thinking about, starting to teach again. And I was like, oh, that needs to get back into like dressing up and stuff. And so I didn't say anything to her, but while we were talking and she just mentioned it, she was like, oh yeah. And you don't have to worry about getting dressed up or anything anymore, because everybody has, like, we had t-shirts before. But she was like, the t-shirts that we have now, she said, everybody has them. And she was like, anytime you are, working in your dream team, that's what you wear. And I was like, get out of here. She was like, yeah. She was like, so if you're doing your step 2 class, she was like, you would wear your dream team shirt and like whatever you want, like, a pair of nice pants or something, whatever. She was like, with it. And, that's it. And I was like, oh my gosh. I started to tell her about how I don't like dressing up. She was like, girl, neither do I. Neither do I. So that's a good thing. So I'm excited. I am excited about it. So I was sitting in, I guess. So they have, we're going to be on rotation, because she was saying how they have other, of course, like Renee, she was there when I was doing it. We were doing it mostly together. It was just mostly me and her. But she's still doing it now. Her husband, Renee's husband, she got her husband doing it too. I was like, her husband's in there. She was like, yeah, she got her husband in there now. So they tag team. So she was like, now they like to have 2 people in the class at once. So the one is teaching and the other one is setting it up. She said, because everything is electronic now. We didn't have that when I was doing it. We had it on paper. So it's a lot of changes. But she was like, plus, you came in at a good time, because they're starting a new web program for that class. And she was like, so everybody is going to be new to it. She was like, you came in at such a good time. And I was telling her the timing of everything and the fast and all that other stuff. And she was like, look at God. I said, I know, right? So I'm in it, guys. So this Sunday, I'm going to be sitting in on step 2, which will, like I said, be the class that I will be teaching. And I'm glad that I'll have somebody else in there. And I was like, so do I teach? So we're alternating as we alternate. So she was like, yeah, so I know that it's crooked, but I can't even pick it up. So she was like, so on the months that so say if I'm scheduled to do it in August, whoever I'm teaching the class with, there'll be the August that maybe I'll teach. And then the next time we're scheduled together, whoever I'm paired with, they'll teach and I'll be the one doing the test, sending it out electronically for them and stuff. And just being a backup for if anybody have questions and things like that. And I was like, oh, that's so good. I love it. So I'm nervous, you guys. I really am nervous. I'm trusting God, and I'm gonna do it scared. You know what I'm saying? You gotta do, sometimes you gotta do it scared. And like I was saying before, I'm not somebody who likes to be in the forefront at all. Put me in the back, I'm fine. I don't care. That's how I am. So this is all like, still makes me nervous, but I know I'll get used to it, and I know God's got me. And anytime I do anything, anytime we do anything for God, it should bring us joy, right? We should be happy to do it. Happy to do what he has called us to do. And that's why I used to tell Pastor Frank, like, you put me in such a weird spot, because sometimes, because it's like, how do you tell? I can't tell you no. That's like telling God no. Like, I can't. If you're asking me to do something for the ministry, I'm not going to say I can't do it. Like, I'm going to do it, but I can't just not do it. Some people can. I can't. It's just like weird to me. Y'all, I'm just putting boxes down and just talking away, huh? I want to use this, but I wanted another big box. A double box. So I'm excited, you guys. I'm on my way. I know I haven't been doing my faith videos consistently, but I'm still in it, guys. Still in it. Let's get my girls. Oh no, this one isn't cut right. Do I have another one? Yeah, I'll probably use that one. Yeah. Shoot. Alright, we got her. Mm. Let's see what I want to use. All right. Let's see if we can get a little box or something. Still keep trying to use this one. Let me see if I can find one in here that kind of matches. Let's check the brights. This one might be too light. It always has to catch one piece. It's always just that one little piece that catches. Okay. All right, so let's add our, we add our other stuff to it. See what else I have noted here. Some of my favorite arrows. Let's see what else. Anything else in here? No. All right, we have this one. That was Walk by Faith. This one is Faith Be Still. Thinking about using this. Let's see if we have anything else in here. Okay. And this one is Faith. I'm going to use the memory verse sticker in here. Now let's just do a check. You never know what you can find to use. You never know. Okay. And then we have Peony Sky. I don't have anything noted, but I wanted to go through this one because the colors are kind of similar, so. Let's fit here. I could cut it down, so. Cut it on the bias because I already know I'm not going to be able to cut it straight. That way it doesn't look that crazy. Still too long. Every time. Can we just not tear the paper? Y'all, this don't make no sense. It's just a little sliver of a sticker. That don't make no sense. Let's see what else we got. I need to reflect here. Gratitude. And then church. Okay, that's Peony Sky. And then we have this one. Let's see. I already used the memory verse on that one, so I don't need this. And we already used reflect. So I don't need that one. Just making sure I don't see anything else. All right, now I'm going to leave it. Probably add a few more florals to it, and then we'll be done. So, yeah, that's what's going on spiritually for me. I pray that everyone else is doing well and still holding on to Jesus. Still holding on to Jesus, because it's getting crazy out here. I think that's it, you guys. As I'm continuing to add more things. That's it. Here's another sticker. No, that's it. Here's another sticker. Yay, 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 yay. Victory is mine, yeah. That's nice. I like the way that brings in some. Yeah, I like that. I almost wanna. Will it look weird next to that? Um, Maybe up here. All right. I am done. I really like how this turned out, especially because once again, I was not paying attention. I was just talking away, but I'm so excited. Let me show you all the sticker books first. So we did Happy and Kind Faith, Peony Sky, Faith, Faith Be Still, and Walk by Faith. We got those in there. Let's check our time. All right, and then we have the Jewel Tone Blooms from Live.Love.Posh. That the sticker book is available on her website. You can use my code Mika10. That'll get you 10% off of anything on her website, and not including any box sets or bundles. This comes in a set. That box comes in the Lush Bloom set. The sticker book comes in the Lush Blooms box set, but they're also sold individually. And if you get the sticker book individually, you can use my code to save 10%. I will have that in the description as well. Also, where you can get the dolls. Also, if I remember, my the Amazon Bible cover that I showed you guys, just in case anybody wants to take a look at that. All right. This came out so cute, you guys. I really like this. I like it when it's like, you know, not bright, but, you know, just the right kind of bright. Yeah, so that is it. I'm excited about what the Lord is doing in my life. I am still doing what I'm supposed to do. I don't have any company. I don't have any of that going on. I am still on the straight and narrow. I still, sometimes, you guys, even though, again, I know him, you know what I'm saying? But even still, sometimes, like, okay, say if you're married, right? You know your husband, but there are still times where he will do something that'll be like, wow, like, that really blew my mind. I can't believe he did that, even after knowing them for a long time. And that's the same thing. Like, that's the way I feel about what God has done for me. When I tell you guys, I think about that multiple times a day, how in 3 days, like, and I really did not believe in 3 days he was going to be able to deliver me from that, the sexual, yeah, sexual sin, right? Yeah, sexual sin. But I really didn't, I really was just like, there's no way he's going to make this happen in 3 days. So much so, like I said, I had already planned it, which is crazy thinking about it. And I already planned, like, after this fast, I'm going to have my company over next week, and it's good. Like, just get through 3 days, you're good. It's so crazy to me that I was even planning on, even after the fact, like, that just goes to show me sometimes where my mind really was, like how far out I really was. Because, like I said, this really was never an issue. It's always been an issue, but not to this extent. Like, I knew when to put God first, calm it down, and stop. This time blew my mind, like I said, because I couldn't. And it scared me because it was like, wait, this is not, no, like, I don't have this problem when I'm trying to do what I'm supposed to do spiritually. I know how to just shut this off and keep it moving. Why is this not working? And I think so too, that the Lord allowed me to go through that so I can deal with it the right way. Because had I been able to just suppress it and go on, the deliverance of it would have never really came. You know what I mean? It would have never came if I was able to suppress it this time and move on. But where I believe that he is taking me right now and where he's trying to get me to go, I need it to be fully delivered from that. Fully delivered, not delivered enough to suppress it and move on, but just be fully delivered. And you guys, if you knew where it came from, it will blow your mind. And I believe that that's even for people who battle any kind of addiction. You know what I'm saying? When that deliverance comes, it's mind-blowing because only you know internally what you were dealing with. And to know, like, what, it's gone? Like, the taste of that is gone. The feeling of that is gone. The urge for that is gone. He can do it, you guys. I am a testimony of his faithfulness, of his power, of whatever you ask him to do, he will do it. He's ready and able to do it. If your heart is in the right place and he knows that, look, this, Lord, I'm really struggling with this and I want to be fully submitted. I don't want this to be an issue for me. I want to be fully invested in you and your word and what you have prepared for me and what you want to have me do in my life. Like, I want to be fully surrendered, and this thing is in my way. This thing, whatever that thing is, it's in my way. And I'm telling you, Lord, I'm telling you guys, he will do it. He will do it. To this day, I still think about, like, wow, I literally cannot believe that this is not bothering me. I can't even believe it. Like, I just can't believe it. I just can't. I was telling my cousin about it, talking to her again about it the other day, and even she was just like, I can hear it in you. I can see, like, that it's just not an issue. And she was like, I'm so grateful. I'm so thankful that he was able to do that and that you've able to come out of that in a different way. Y'all, I'm telling you, there's nothing he can't do. There's nothing that my God cannot do. And I was screaming that to the mountaintops. And this is the thing that I think about. These are the things that I think about when people are wrestling with faith and whether God is real or not. Some things you just got to know, honey. Like, when stuff like this happens, this is unknowing. Like, when he does stuff like this, it's like, ain't no way. Ain't no way. There is no God. There's nothing anybody could ever tell me to prove that there is not a God. There is a God, and he is ready and willing and able to be there for you, to deliver you, to bring you through, to provide, to be anything that you need him to be. So, yes, I feel like I always have to say that in this video because it just does something to my soul, does something to my spirit. You guys, it really does something to me. You don't even know. You don't even know. So, that's it. This is going to be my journaling spread for my faith, biblical studies, and things like that for the following week. And yeah, that's it. So, like I said, I'll have everything listed in the description for you guys if you want to go check it out. And that's all I have today. If you all enjoyed this video, please make sure you hit the like button. If you are not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe and make sure you hit the bell so you are notified when new videos are uploaded. Thank you all so much for joining me today. Stay safe, stay warm, And be blessed, and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.